There is something strangely satisfying about pulling a camera out of your pocket that actually feels like a piece of jewelry. Most people have traded these dedicated point-and-shoots for their phones years ago, but the Canon PowerShot ELPH 110HS reminds you why some of us still prefer a real shutter button. It is slim, it has these soft, curvy edges that just sit perfectly in the palm, and honestly, it looks more like a sleek fashion accessory than a piece of tech. You can toss it in a jacket pocket and forget it is even there until you need to grab a shot that your phone just cannot handle. What really makes this thing tick is the sensor and processor combo under the hood. It uses a high-sensitivity CMOS sensor paired with the DIGIC5 chip, which was a pretty big deal when this hit the scene. In practice, that means you get images that look a lot more natural than what you usually get from a smartphone sensor that is fighting against aggressive software processing. The colors have that classic Canon warmth, and the 20-form wide-angle lens gives you enough room to capture a group of friends or a decent landscape without having to back up into traffic. Now here is the thing about the zoom. You get a 5x optical range, which is plenty for everyday stuff. It is not going to get you a close-up of a bird on a distant branch, but for parties, travel, or just documenting your day, it is a massive step up from the digital zoom on most phones that just turns your photos into a blurry mess. The optical image stabilization is the real hero here, too. It keeps things steady even when your hands are a bit shaky or the light is starting to dip, which is usually where these smaller cameras start to struggle. The video side of things is surprisingly capable for a device this old. It shoots in full 1080p with stereo sound, and there is a dedicated button on the back, so you are not digging through menus just to record a quick clip. It is not going to replace a cinema rig, obviously, but for capturing memories with decent audio and clear motion, it does the job without any fuss. The Face ID feature is a neat little touch, too. It actually learns the faces of your friends and family and prioritizes them in the frame, which is one of those smart features that makes the whole experience feel a bit more personal. Of course, it is not perfect. The screen is a 3-inch display, and while it is clear enough, it can be a bit tricky to see in direct, harsh sunlight. You might find yourself shielding it with your hand more often than you would like. Also, because it is a compact, you are limited by the physical size of the lens, so don't expect miracles in near-total darkness. It is a daylight and indoor event kind of machine. Still, there is a charm to this device that is hard to replicate. It is simple, it is reliable, and it forces you to focus on the shot rather than checking your notifications. If you want something that feels solid, takes better photos than a budget phone, and fits anywhere, this little Canon is still a surprisingly capable companion. It is not trying to be a professional powerhouse, but for what it is, it hits the mark.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.